another video. My name is Charlene. Welcome to my channel. On this channel I talk about fragrances, lifestyle, fashion and tea. Today I'll be talking about and continuing my series of fragrances that are dupeable, so perfumes that have a very similar style to another bottle or another fragrance. If you have been watching my videos, then I invite you to go on and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit all the notification buttons down below as well. If you enjoyed my review today, give this video a thumbs up so YouTube can pick up my video and share it with many other perfume lovers. I have 4 fragrances to share with you today, and the very first perfume I'm going to talk about is a perfume that I have to say was one of my very first loves from this designer house. Actually, it could be my second love. It's by Tom Ford. This perfume is called Noir de Noir, and Noir de Noir is a beautiful oud and saffron mix. Now, if you love Tom Ford's Noir de Noir, then you are going to love Bodicia's Ardent. If you are looking for a niche perfume that's very similar to Noir de Noir, then check out Ardent by Bodicia the Victorious. So let's talk about the notes that they share. These two are both your oud and rose blended perfumes, and Noir de Noir has saffron, rose, and then patchouli and vanilla. I think the vanilla and oak moss, it does add this sweet sort of chocolatey vibe to the perfume. Now, we do have patchouli and vanilla. These two share very similar notes. Now, the difference between the two is that my Ardent contains honey. So this allows this fragrance to be rich and ambery, very sweet, but it's still woody. You really do receive that oud and rose blend in Ardent. And Noir de Noir has a similar style because this contains some vanilla and some sweet notes. So you do pick up this almost caramelized oud saffron rose style to this perfume. I would say Ardent comes across a bit fluffy and sweet and refined. It's really beautiful, and you do receive in the background, you do get this sort of treacle thick note of honey. I just think it reminds me of something smooth and sweet with the saffron. It's blended really nice. I would say that your Ardent is a little bit more refined than your Noir de Noir. Noir de Noir is woody, and it does make a great, absolute great unisex scent, and I think these two are so similar. But if you wanted something that was leading a little bit more on the feminine style, I would try Ardent, as it's the honey notes in here, the vanilla, the double rose. There's rose in the heart and in the base in this one. Really beautiful. If I had to choose which one to wear in the daytime, it would have to be Ardent because it's got this fluffy character with the rose and vanilla and the honey, whereas my Noir de Noir, it starts off with a black rose. There's some truffle and saffron. You have oud, patchouli, oak moss in the base, and I think that's what I do love. I've discovered on my fragrance journey that I do love patchouli, and I'm loving oak moss as well. To be honest, I think I've always liked a little bit of oak moss in my fragrances, but I didn't know that that contained oak moss. So now I'm really leaning more towards perfumes with some oak moss in there. It adds this refined, almost vintage and mature element to a perfume, but still feminine and classy. So Noir de Noir, if you love this bottle right here, you're definitely going to love Ardent by Bodicia. I have Girl of Now to share with you guys, as I found a dupe for this perfume. To me, it's so similar, guys. If you love the style of Girl of Now, then you need to try this recommendation that I have coming up for you guys. Now, when I first tried Girl of Now, which was a few years ago, I fell in love with this pistachio note. It's one of those lactonic, milky fragrances that have some beautiful florals in here with the addition of tonka bean. So it's creamy, it's soft, it's really pretty. I actually wore this last night because I actually missed wearing this, and this is a perfume I normally tend to reach for in the autumn. So I was wearing it last night and I really forgot how this smelled, you know, and I was so pleasantly reminded of the almonds in here and those milky qualities of tonka. If you love this perfume, guys, then the dupeable fragrance I have for you is Rolling in Love by Kilian. Now, guys, let me ask you this question. Has no one ever noticed how similar Rolling in Love is to Girl of Now? I haven't heard anyone mention this, and I find it so bizarre because I find most people that have Girl of Now in their collection has Rolling in Love by Kilian. Let me know what you think. Have you ever noticed the differences here or the similarities? Like, what do you think? Okay, so let's start off with my Girl of Now. So like I said, this opens up with pear and pistachio. I love that combination. But then Rolling in Love opens up with almonds. Now, I think in the opening it's very similar because we both have a nutty note. Creamy almonds, creamy pistachio. So that reason they're quite similar in that aspect. In the heart notes are very different. We have Girl of Now has almond and magnolia. In Rolling in Love we have iris and freesia. So these two are very different in the heart, but perhaps magnolia and freesia, maybe they have like a similar quality. I've never compared the two notes together, but perhaps that's how they could be linked as well. But then it's the base notes that I find incredibly similar. They both contain tonka bean. So you get that creamy, deep, almondy touch. But then our Rolling in Love has vanilla, musk and tuberose, and then Girl of Now we have almond milk. So you get that double dose of cream. So you have the almond cream and the tonka bean. It really adds this creamy texture to your fragrance if you'd like something that is lactonic without it being heavy. Like, I do like a creamy fragrance, but nothing that is too heavily like whipped heavy cream, you know. It's just milky and soft and fluffy. This one is nutty, which I do love. It's similar to Italica. I find Italica to be so stunning. It smells like a bakery and I love it. I don't know if I could wear it on my skin, but I wish there was a candle to that fragrance. That's how I would like my house to smell. It's really creamy, almondy. It smells like freshly baked cookies. But Girl of Now, guys, is really creamy and soft, and I do find this is like your grown-up version. So if you like Girl of Now, you are definitely going to love the Rolling in Love by Kilian. Rolling in Love has tuberose and iris in this version, which you do smell. I do receive quite a bit of iris in here, and my Girl of Now is more of your pistachio, pear and almonds. Guys, these two are stunning. Both lactonic, both sweet and rich. I tend to reach for these in the evenings. It's just my kind of style because it has this sort of comforting, soft, velvety texture to them. So let me know which is your favorite out of the two. Can you detect the similarities? I would love to know. So leave your comments down below. So that completes today's episode with my top 4 fragrances that are so similar. Let me know down below what fragrances you have in your collection that are very similar to each other. I would love to know. So thank you guys for watching. I will link everything down below as per usual. So my darlings, I'm wishing you a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.